May I have your attention, please? Can you hear my voice in the back row? Ali, will it disturb you sleeping? That's good. That's good. Okay, welcome to the first FiberValue webinar organized by VTT ForestTech. My name is Torniainen. I work here at VTT as a program manager, and I will be the chairman of this webinar today. What we aim to do today is to show you what kind of numerous opportunities there are available for the fiber-based packaging and media value chains. These opportunities are coming from the research and development work done by VTT, such work that has been done or is currently going on. I will go back to the agenda or program in a more detailed way with the next slide, but I want to say something about our audience today. We have the best audience that we have ever had in FiberValue webinars. Well, this being the first one, then the target is not that difficult to reach. But we have about 50 people present here in the auditorium, people coming from 19 different companies along the value chain. That's something to be proud of, I would say. But in addition to that, we also have something like 60 or 70 people hopefully watching us online as a webinar. I checked yesterday the number of registered viewers, and I also checked where they are from. And the list of countries where we have attendees is pretty impressive. I need to check from my papers this, but we have people joining the webinar from Germany, UK, Belgium, Portugal, Spain, Canada, Sweden, Finland, Latvia, South Africa, Brazil, and from the US. So in this respect, FiberValue webinar is more popular than the Eurovision Song Contest and Super Bowl put together. We will have 21 interesting presentations today. Mine is not, of course, included in that figure, not being that interesting, I'm afraid. All the presentations will be about renewing the industry or renewal in some other ways, whether it be about bringing new properties to the products or new production processes or some other ways how to increase the competitiveness of fiber-based products. We will have 6 sessions, all but one are 45 minutes each. The first one is twice that long. We will have questions always after each session, not after each presentation. The only exception is the first session where we will have also questions after the third presentation. Looking at the program, there are many different kinds of topics, but still there is a lot missing. It's not possible to include every interesting topic into one-day webinar. One such topic is printing. The reason why we left printing out, although it is very, very important area for both value chains, is that we organized last fall a couple of webinars around that topic, and those webinars can still be watched via our ForestTech site. We'll have 2 breaks during the day. First we'll have lunch, and then in the afternoon we will have some coffee. Unfortunately, due to the bandwidth limitations, we cannot offer these to our webinar viewers, but maybe by the next FiberValue webinar we can correct that as well. We'll close the seminar at 5 o'clock Finnish time. Many, if not even all of you, are already familiar with VTT, but still I want to say a couple of words about us and how we do cooperation together with industry. VTT, the Technical Research Center of Finland, is the biggest multi-technological research organization in Northern Europe. We are globally well networked both to industry and academia, and I would say that our biggest asset actually is the cross-disciplinary technological and business expertise combined with unique research facilities. We will hear about those facilities more in today's presentations. We are altogether some 3,000 people, and our turnover a couple of years ago was about 300 million euros. All 3,000 colleagues of mine are not working with issues related directly to printed media or packaging, but VTT covers many different industries, many different branches, and for sure the list of the capabilities that VTT has is very, very long. So we don't even try to cover everything, and we don't try to cover everything we do in the field of printed media and packaging either, because we do so much in this field that it's impossible to have everything included in the program. But good news is that there is a nice way how to learn more about VTT's activities in this field. That way is called Forestech, which is open for industry. At the moment it's not open for academia, but there you can find more information about what we do in this field and learn about what is doing in research and development in this field. There are different ways how we cooperate with the industry. We deliver projects to individual companies. Those projects, of course, are always confidential. They can be about a very detailed topic or very, very focused topic. They can be about problem solving or something like that. But in the other end, they can be big projects that actually involve the whole or cover the whole innovation process, from the idea generation all the way to the market commercialization, and everything between these two extremes. We do a lot of things, and the list of different types of projects in that field is long. Another typical cooperation format is then the consortia projects, where there are different companies involved. They can be along the value chain, but they can also be such that there are competitors involved. If there is a common need for an industry or for a branch, then good way how to tackle that kind of problems or information needs is to join forces and find the right answers, or if there are missing methods or something like that, those can be developed in projects like that. Then we have been also able to build strategic partnerships together with industry and academia. The Nano Center, where the other participants are the Aalto University and UPM, is a very good example of that. And of course, VTT, like all European research organizations, we are actively participating in EU's research programs. I've mentioned Forestech already a couple of times, and hopefully all of you are aware of that service, and probably many of you got information about this webinar from our site or from our newsletter. Forestech service consists of 3 different things. It consists of the website, newsletter, and then these FiberValue webinars. What you can find from Forestech is really information that is of interest of the companies involved in the value chains of printed media and packaging. And the information there is in various formats. You can find brochures, you can find reports, articles, posters, presentation materials, videos, webcasts. There's a calendar about information about coming events like this. And then there is a session where we can discuss together with the industry about the needs of the industry and how to develop our projects that we are planning to make more or to make better to serve the industrial needs. So please, if you haven't registered yet to Forestech service, please do so tomorrow. Or if you have a smartphone, you can try to do it immediately, but of course that wouldn't be very polite for our speakers. About practicalities, we will have question session, like I said, always after each session, so not after each presentation. And we will have questions from the audience here and also from our webinar viewers. If you are watching this as a webinar, you can key in the questions in the question box there, or text box, whatever it's called, and we will then choose the 1 or 2 questions for each session from that list. If your question is not answered during the day, don't be alarmed. We will answer all the questions that we get from the webinar in Forestech site next week. By the end of next week, I promise that. Actually, that's what I wanted to say in this point. This is probably the only boring presentation today. So now we enter to the interesting ones. The first session that we will have today is called Resource Efficiency and Added Value with Novel Technologies. This session consists of 6 presentations, and this session has been put together by my colleague Ms. Pia Quintus and Dr. Erkki Helleen. Erkki Helleen couldn't be here today because we have angry birds here in Finland, but we also have an angry flu, and Erkki has met the latter one.